Okay, new month. It is the 2nd of May. We are coming in with a good old oracle reading for the people. And this month, I want to do more of just like an advisory reading. So basically just giving advice. So we're only going to deal with one deck. It's the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. You heard me? And we're going to see what they got to say. So let me just shuffle a little more. Starting off the top with Aries. I'm going to try to make this one real fast. I'm not even going to front on y'all. I'm going to try to make this one quick and to the point. We ain't got all that talking to do. We ain't got all that talking to do. Alright. So Aries, you got Father Sky, the Heart Guardian, and the Star Ancestor. Trust in the unknown. Love and let yourself be loved. And follow the voice of your soul. So basically, you have to, in a sense, let go and let God. You have to trust what you don't know. Let the universe guide you this month. Let things just flow. This is like your soft month. So you know everybody's in their soft era. Aries, this is your soft era. May is very soft for you. Love and let yourself be loved. Just flow into, that big heart chakra energy. Get out there, and if you're single, like, let love come to you. If you're in a relationship, just be showered with love. Show your love. Enjoy being loved. Like, that's the thing. And also at the Star Ancestor, it says follow the voice of your soul. So just trust yourself a little bit. A lot of times, especially with my Aries people, y'all like to sit back and be a little more guarded. Y'all like to be a little more headstrong and feeling like you know everything and all of that. But this month is very much go with the flow. Let God lead, let your heart lead, and also trust your instincts. It's very simple, it's very straight to the point. Like I said, that's what we're doing today. All about advice. So this advice for you is to let your soft era, let your softness, let this be your chill time, if that makes sense. Like, it's time for you to kind of just let things be. You know what I mean? Just let them be what they are. It's not that deep. It's okay. It's okay to be loved. It's okay to love. So do that and let that be great. Like, let that be what it is. I don't think y'all have ever gotten that type of message ever, to just be soft and chill and just let things flow. So do that this month. But mainly just take the love in for real. Like, really take it in. That's your thing. All right, Taurus. You got the High Priest. Good one. Direction Guardian and the Druid. So the High Priest says to intend and create. It's telling you to go out there and really like focus on the things that you need to get done, especially with the second card, Direction Guardian, telling you to choose your path, and the Druid is telling you to hold the space. So this is all about making the outcome that you want. So be intentional in everything you do this month. Everything you do this month is all about intention. Be super intentional on what you do this month. Make sure that whatever path you decide to take, you are very certain that's the path that you need to take. So it's a lot of certainty. It's a lot of, truth. It's a lot of intention. And it's also saying make sure you take some time to like just be with self. Take some time to do that as well. Mercury is currently retrograde in Taurus, in your sign. And Taurus is all about foundations and stability and things like that. So this month is, you have to trust yourself. You have to really focus on being very intentional. That's your thing this month. Just be super intentional on whatever path you choose this month, whatever choices you make, whatever decisions come up. Be intentional, be intentional, be intentional, and then hold space for yourself. Like, really hold space for you. Okay, so quick one and done. Let's see what's next for Gemini. What's going on? What's the advice? Like I said, we're just doing advice this month. Very simple. Protect yourself, Gemini. Make your plans. Focus. And let that guard down. All right. So we got the Arrow card. Arrow. Shield Maiden and Protection Guardian. So the Arrow says surround yourself with protective energy. Get your rituals in order. That's your advice this month. Get your rituals in order. Protect yourself. Do whatever it is you got to do. Light your candle, sage or cleanse your space with some resin, some frankincense and myrrh, some, copper, whatever. Whatever it is that you need to do for your protection. Wear your copper, all those types of things. Get that going, but you have to protect yourself this month. This is also the month that starts our season. As y'all know, I'm Gemini. This is the month that starts our season. So be sure to protect you, because you're going to be very social this month. But with you being social, it's telling you also to make plans and focus. That's what the Shield Maiden card is telling you. Make plans and focus. Focus is so hard for us. I suffer. I suffer with not being able to do that. So try to really make some plans this month. I've noticed that's been a theme that's been coming up a lot for me lately. So I'm assuming in Gemini's life, that's just probably been the same for you guys. So let's try to vow to do that a little bit. Okay, let's kind of work on really focusing, but planning out, because that's two things we don't do. We don't plan and we don't focus. We kind of go with the flow. We do what we want to do when we want to do it. We're doers, not thinkers, so we have to think first, okay? And then the last one, the protection guardian, which is funny because it's telling us to protect our energy here. Surround yourself with protective energy, but it's telling us the protection guardian is saying it's okay to drop your shields. So don't be so guarded. I got you. The universe got us this month. Just be okay with being okay. So once we do our rituals, we can drop our shields. So let's do it in that order. Do our protection work first, and then let it be. Let it do what it needs to do. We don't have to worry about it. We don't have to focus on it. We're going to be okay, right? So there's that. Gemini. Next up, we have Cancer. I'm trying not to skip nobody this time. I skipped Libra last month and they were pissed. All right, Cancer. Take care of yourself. Okay, so Cancer, you have Winter with the wolf. It says to take care of your needs. You have the Spirit Fox. It's telling you to trust your talents in changing times. And the Warrior is saying to be fearless and stand strong. So there's some changes that's going to come up this month, but you have to trust yourself for real. You have to trust that you know what to do. You have to trust that you're the best person for the job. Just because changes are happening, I feel like it's going to be more of a career thing. Just because changes are happening does not mean that you are incapable of handling the change. Trust your talent. Trust your talents in changing times. But also says be fearless and stand strong. So don't let nobody play with you either this month, especially again in the career thing. So if something's happening where they may be questioning your work ethic or anything, again, the Spirit Fox is telling you trust you, and the Warrior is telling you stand strong on that. You know what you bring to the table. You know what you can do. So do that. But that Winter card is telling you to take care of your needs. Usually when the Winter card comes up, is usually slow down and hibernate a little bit. Not saying you have to be stuck inside or anything, but it is telling you to kind of slow yourself down. Winter is always about the slow season. Slow yourself down, kind of chill a little bit, because the next era or the next step or the next thing, so June might be super active for you. So they're telling you for May, kind of chill out a little bit, because you're going to be doing a whole lot in June. Okay, so there's that. I don't think there's anything else to say about it. Trust your talents, stand firm on your shit, and kind of take a break this month. Chill out just a smidge this month. So next up we have Leo, and we're going to see what pops up for you guys. Time for you to chill out a little bit. You're going to have a good time this month, and you're going to have to be a little authoritative. But, all right, so we have the Broken Arrow, which says to embrace the energy of peace. There's no war right now, so that's why the arrow is broken. Arrows are normally used to hunt or kill, but in this deck, it's telling you to embrace the energy of peace. So if your arrow is broken, there's no fighting. There's no fighting. So the fight is over. If you've been having conflict with people, or just conflict with yourself, you haven't been feeling calm or easy, this is going to be a very peaceful month for you, because you also have the Summer card, and it says bask in joy and light. It's going to be a very fun, good month for you. May is going to feel really, really nice, and they want you to bask in that. But it also, you have the Lord card, and it says to take charge with authority. This one may be more of a conflict with Aries, or No, I'm gonna say it's a conflict. Cause I'm gonna say, well, maybe it's not a conflict with Aries, but it's definitely an Aries situation. We have two rams here, so it'll be a conflict with Aries, or it's going to end up being. I'm not gonna say Aries gonna help you. So yeah, one or two, or maybe 10 of y'all gonna have a little head bumping with the Aries. Just stand your, like, take charge in that situation. Be authoritative in that situation. Don't let the Aries win. Aries, whoever it is that you're trying to battle, this Leo. Remember, this is your soft month. Let them have it, because they're not gonna back down this month, because the cards told them not to. So, Leo, that's your thing. You're gonna have a very good, chill, joyous month. So feel good about that, because you should. You should feel good about that. Virgo, think outside the box. Chill a little bit. Oh, but you're gonna come out a little wild. All right, so Virgo, we have the air guardian. It's telling you to shift your perception. So whatever you're perceiving things to be is not what it is. So they want you for this month, however you're going to perceive things, they want you to take a step back and really, like, change your perception. Like, don't, it's a little bit like, kind of like smoke and mirrors. It's not what you think it is. I have a feeling this month you're going to feel like something or someone is, like, against you. They're not. They're telling you shift your perception. That's not what that means. We also got the hermit. Step back, retreat, and recharge. You have to stop working so hard. Even if you're working your brain too hard, you could be overthinking things and stuff like that. I know Virgo has a tendency to be that way. So just kind of stop and recharge. Like, just step back. It's telling you to retreat and recharge. Do that, because that shift of your perception could have a lot to do with the fact that you're an overthinker. So take that energy, step back a little bit, and really stay to self this month. Focus on that. And then in the end of this, you got the She-Wolf card. It says unleash the wild within. Baby, you're gonna come out so much better once you go into that good hermit mode. Hermit mode is for you this month. Hermit mode, taking out the distractions. The distractions could be your own thoughts, because I feel like this is a very mental thing. And then in the end, you're gonna come out feeling a whole lot better. And baby, you gonna go full speed ahead like you normally do anyway. But yeah, so that's your message this month. Chill out by yourself. Like, really go into hermit mode. It's not, now it's not the time. This month is not the time for you to do that. Let me make sure I get Libra out. Whoa. Oh. All right. You've been feeling a little off, and this is just to remind you that you are not alone. You have the seer. It says, see beyond the current situation. Whatever you're seeing, however you feel about this current situation, whatever's been bothering you, something has been bothering you, something has been making you feel a little bit of betrayal. It's been making you feel a little bit of, feeling a little off. See beyond the surface. That person is not, I'm not gonna say they're not thinking about you, but they're putting themselves before you, as they should. I mean, as people, we should put ourselves first. So they're putting themselves first. See beyond that situation. It's not a jab at you. It's just them doing what they have to do for themselves. You also got the guardian angel card. It says you are not alone. So keep that in mind too this month, while you're trying to determine what's for you and what's not, who's with you and who isn't. Just remember, all in all, you're not by yourself. Your guardian angel is always there for you, always there, like, stepping up and stepping out for you and things like that. And you also got the great teacher. And it says, learn from spiritual experiences. This is pretty much letting you know, like, they're trying to set you free a little bit. They're trying to set you free, because teachers are there to teach you what you need to know, but then to let you out and see if you learned anything. And they're telling you, learn from your spiritual experiences. So take a moment, whatever you've been doing spiritual lately, whatever has been, heavy on you or working on you, things like that. Kind of try to see beyond the surface. Remember, you're not by yourself, but also keep in mind and work through your teachings. Whatever you've been learning on your spiritual journey, it's time for you to utilize that information. It's time for you to go out there and actually show what you've learned, basically. So that's you, Libra. It's your message. That person don't mean you any harm. They just, You're taking it more personal than it needs to be. I don't know what that's about, but that just keeps coming out for me. Bye. Scorpio. You got the Spring card, Shaolin Master, and the Lady. Spring says, see your seeds grow. The Shaolin Master says, be graceful in movement and action. And the Lady card says, enjoy growth and reap rewards. So two of these are already talking about growth and your rewards. Because seeing your seeds grow and enjoying the growth and reaping the rewards. Okay, so Scorpio, you probably, I'm going to say not probably, you have been very in your shell. Like you've been in hermit mode. You're where Virgo needs to be. Like you're there. And in this moment it's telling you now is the time. So May is gonna be all about you popping out. Like I'm about to show, what I've been working on about and it's not even that you're showing in a boastful way, but it's more like people are gonna recognize it. They're gonna recognize this change in you. They're gonna recognize this love in you and the growth of everything that you have been planting, for the last couple of months. And now, that Shaolin Master is telling you, all right, everything is now about to come out on, what you've been working on and how you've been moving. Just be graceful in your movements and actions. Flow with it how you flow with it. Scorpio, you are very meticulous and you're very I can't think of the word, but it's basically like you think before you act. You're not a person that's just gonna go out there and just do some dumb shit. Like you're gonna think before you act. And in that moment, in these actions for this month, it's saying just be graceful in that. Like, kind of do what you normally do, but flow in it very gracefully in all your actions and your movements for the month of May. Because what you're gonna get out of May is seeing all your seeds grow. Like you're gonna see all the things that you've been wanting actual come to life, which is good because we know how y'all roll, Scorpio. We know how y'all roll. Next up we have Sagittarius. It's time for you to be nurturing. Why? Okay, it must not be that one. Be devoted and committed. The shapeshifter. All right. So Sag, we have Mother Earth. Feel loved and comforted. We have Sage. Be devoted and committed. And we also have shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. So for these three together, pretty much it's time for you to go through your nurturing era. It's time for you to go through a little bit of focus, but focus on the feminine energy in your life. So whether you're male or female, if you're male and you're very hyper masculine or very alpha male, it's time for you to kind of step back and just chill out a little bit. They want you to embrace the love that you're going to receive and then also give love, but it's saying more than anything to feel love and comforted. So embrace the love that you're going to receive for the month of May. These last two feel a lot more this last one feels like career. This middle one feels like relationship. Sage, be devoted and committed. And I'm not saying that in the sense of, you're cheating on your spouse and you need to focus and commit. I mean, obviously maybe that's the thing for you. And if that's for you, that's for you. But even for my single people and things like that, be devoted and committed to who you are as a person. Be devoted and committed to the relationship you have with yourself. It's not necessarily that it has to be like a romantic relationship. Whatever the relationship is you have with you, be devoted and committed to that. That is your focus for this month. Let love in, let love flow. Be comforted, do those things, but also be devoted and committed in your happiness. And if that trickles over into other relationships, so be it. Let it be what it is. But this is all about your happiness. And then to transform and unveil your gifts, that one is very much on some when you get shapeshifter, it's look, you've kind of been stagnant. You've been sitting in this position. You've been doing the same things over and over and over and over and over again. Now it's yes, you have these gifts, but you're not presenting them properly. So for this month, it's telling you hey, shift what you're doing a little bit. Show them something new. Come out like a new person. You're just reintroducing yourself. You know what I mean? come out differently and see what happens. See what happens. So that's your message, Sag. Hopefully that made sense for you. Next up, let me see, we got 3 left, right? Capricorn. Connect with your emotions. Stop being a motherfucking wall. Trust your higher forces and harness mystic power. So you have the water guardian, the shaman, and the high priestess. This is very, very much on some get with your spiritual team. Get with your spiritual team this month. And baby, you are about to make some things happen for the month of May. The water guardian is telling you to connect with your emotions. So you probably have been a little disconnected emotionally. You probably have a guard up right now because you probably have been so emotional that you feel like, I'm just tired of that. So I'm gonna like not. So now it's telling you, okay, try to really connect with your true emotions. Take the guard out and connect with your true emotions. And this doesn't have to be like with someone else. This is just strictly for you. You take your guard down for yourself and really focus on connecting with your emotions this month. The shaman is telling you, trust the higher forces, trust in higher forces, ask for advice, ask for help, meditate on those things, find out, like, talk to your team, light your candles, whatever it is you got to do, like whatever gets it popping and going, like the cigarettes, like, get the machetes out, whatever it is, shake your, shell, whatever you got to do. Trust in your higher forces and harness your mystic power with that high priestess. Y'all know that high priestess is very much about that intuition. It's all about, connecting with your higher force. It's all about all of that. So focus on that, do that, and then turn around and get all of this balanced out very, very nicely for the month of May. Like, there's no other way to really say it. This is your time, this is your thing, and we need you to focus on that. Okay? Get with your spiritual team. They're there for you, but they're there to make some magic happen, not just to like have you there. Aquarius, you have the mirror guardian, you have the knight, and you have the traveler. All right, so the mirror guardian is telling you to take time to reflect. The knight says to be brave and honest. And the traveler says to move in a new direction. So, all right, Aquarius. So this could be interesting, especially for you guys, because you kind of like move it to be their own drum. Like, you kind of just do your own thing. You're like the rebels of the zodiac. We're not doing nothing nobody else is doing because we don't ever want to do nothing nobody else is doing, which is fine. But lately, it's been a little different for you. You've been feeling a little more emotional than normal. You've been feeling a little more vulnerable and things like that. So this first card, the mirror guardian, is like telling you to like kind of like look at yourself a little bit and take time to reflect on that. Check out your reflection, see who you are, recognize this new person because you feel different, because you are different. So take time to really get to know who this is and see who you are. But also, the Knight card is telling you to be brave and honest. And this is with yourself, not with somebody else. I mean, you have no problem telling other people nothing about the truth. Like, you can tell them the truth all day. Like, that's fine. You don't have no problem giving it to people straight, no chaser. But when it comes to you, you have to be brave and honest with yourself, because what you see in that reflection is going to need some bravery and honesty, because you're really going to have to really dive in deep and see what's going on with you. And then we have the traveler, which is telling you to move in a new direction. Let go of the old habits. You're a new person. Let go of the old habits. You're a new person. Let go of the old habits. You're a new person. That's it. That's the message. Have fun with that. Last but not least, we got Pisces, the babies of the zodiac, also the psychics. What are we saying for y'all? Chill, chill, and chill. All right, so we got the Earth Guardian. It says stay rooted and grounded. We got the White Witch. It's telling you to be the light. And we also have the Peacekeeper. It says let go of the need to be right. All right, Pisces. So that's pretty much your message. All right. So right now it's time for you to kind of, I ain't gonna say work on being grounded, because you are already, apparently. It's just telling you to stay there. So this month is not about uprooting yourself. This month is about like digging them roots in even deeper. So really focus on being grounded and rooted this month. Be outside more, you know, be one with nature, do some barefoot activities, you know, things like that. But it's also saying be soft in these things, you know, be the light, be nice to people that you need to be nice to. Like, just be kind. Have that kind spirit that you know you have. Just let it shine through, because it's also saying keep the peace. So if somebody's coming at you with some nonsense, let go of the need to be right. Let them have it and be the light. Like, your theme of the month is light. Your theme of this month is Pisces, is living in love and light. Cliche love and light. That's what you want to feel like. What am I doing this month? Love and light. That's it. That's my thing. I'm staying rooted. I'm staying grounded. Love and light. That's your energy for the month. That's your theme for the month. Pisces, fuck what anybody else is saying. Don't let nobody provoke you to no nonsense. Let go of the need to be right. Keep the peace. Keep the peace. Keep the peace. Keep the peace. All right? That's your message for the month. Just chill out. It ain't worth it. It's not worth the discussion. It's not worth the argument. Sorry, I just shook that. It's not worth none of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. That is your advice for the month of May. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. But until then, I will see y'all next time.